Today's video, going to be doing a front end overhaul on this Accord. I'm not going to go in any specific order. I'm just going to start removing whatever's in the way. 36mm. Normally there's indentation, but the last time someone took this off, they didn't put it in, so it just comes straight out. Gonna take the caliper off, 14mm. $12mm. $17mm. And just for ease of access for later stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and pick off the shield. Number 3 Phillips. $10mm. $17mm. 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 And there's your knuckle. We'll worry about the bulge right later. Lower fork is 17mm. Hold the bolt head with the 17. The pinch bolt is 14mm. They have this tool on Amazon, just called a knuckle spreader. What you do is you press it in, and then with the 10mm, you can go ahead and spread it. If not the tool, you could just use a punch. Same thing. Just get it in there and spread it. Sway bar end length is 14mm. And if you're replacing the lower control arm, you got one bolt back here and one bolt in the front. I'm not replacing this one since the bushings are good. 13mm. While you're taking this last nut out, you're gonna have to hold the strut from the bottom. And for the control arm, 14 millimeter. And here's your upper controller. I don't know if I recorded this, but to punch out this washer on both sides, top and bottom. With the center tie rod, we're going to measure from this flat to the center of the joint, and we're going to match that on the new one. That'll get us close enough to be able to drive the car. Then the car needs an alignment after. It's at 1 foot exactly, so we'll go ahead and match it. And there we go, it's at 1 foot. Got the tab washer installed, a little bit of blue Loctite. Now we'll go ahead and screw it down. Now those two little legs on the washer are in the slots of the rack. Now you want to turn it the other way to bring in the tie rod, so it's easier to put the boot on. Then you can go ahead and put the strap. Since we have all this room, we'll go ahead and install the sway bar inlet. Same for the 5 millimeter Allen head that holds the inner, and then we can go ahead and ratchet the nut on. We're going to leave the bolts loose because we want to torque these down loaded. What you're going to see next is me swapping the strut on a spring. I'm going to do that for both of them, but they only send me one correct one. So I got to wait for them to send me a replacement. So putting everything back together, you're going to see the old one, but technically there should be the new one. Now we're going to go ahead and separate the strut from the spring. Alright, so a lot of just back and forth. Once you get to this point, if you hold the spring, you can see it's not under load from the spring anymore. Size 5 Allen head, 14 millimeter nut. Transfer this little boot over, bump stop, cover, washer, This one has a flathead. Alright, once you bottom it out, you want to make sure the end of the spring matches this notch. Now you can release the spring compressors. And here you go. The torques I'm going to be installing are what I found online. Verify them for yourself. This one calls for 37. $16 foot-pounds for these. We're just going to leave it snug. Alright, loosely installed. So we'll go ahead and just take off this inner ring. We just got to make sure that this gap is where the speed sensor goes through. This is why we're replacing, because the boot's torn, so over time water and debris gets in there, ruins the ball joint. You can use the ball joint tool to remove it, which you're going to see me use it to install it, but just to get it out, I'm going to hammer it. Got to take the boot off, put some electrical tape so it doesn't contaminate it. I don't think I recorded putting the snap ring back in. Now we're good to go. Now with this ring, we're going to go ahead and install it. Make sure it's laying flat all the way around. Torque I found online was 58 to 65, so we're going to go in the low end, so in case we need to line it up. Now you tighten it to line up the hole. $47 foot-pounds for this lower fork. 32 foot-pounds, 29 foot-pounds. Tying it to line it up to the next hole. and it calls for 23 foot-pounds, which is not a lot. And right now, I'm going to lower the jack, and you'll see why we had the torque unloaded. You'll see the control arm start going down, but this bushing should stay still. "79 foot-pounds. "37 foot-pounds. And there you go. And there you go, everything's back together. Now you have refreshing your front end. Hopefully this video helps you. Have a good one.